Madam Speaker, this government is embarking on a billion-dollar scam to confiscate Canadian hunting firearms. In a recording, the Minister of Public Safety admits that he can't explain the logic behind this program and that police don't even have the resources to carry it out. Public safety is this minister's #1 job. Meanwhile, violent crime remains at all-time highs. It's reckless to go after law-abiding hunters and not the criminals using smuggled firearms to terrorize our streets. So when will this Prime Minister renounce this absurd scam and fire this minister?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to note that there are 19,000 legal firearms that could be used for hunting and farming, Madam Speaker. We have prohibited 2,500 firearms, lethal firearms such as AR-15s that are used for mass casualty events, Madam Speaker.
Apologise to interrupt the Honourable Minister. The Honourable Member for Vernon Lake Country, Monashee, will be warned one time because it is very disruptive to hear those comments all the time. The Honourable Minister.
There's a clear difference, Madam Speaker. On this side of the House, we believe in the safety and security of Canadians and to make sure that lethal weapons are off our streets. On the opposite side, Madam Speaker, they're about bringing forward American-style gun laws, essentially enabling AR.
Honourable Member for Parkland.
Well, Madam Speaker, this government is not seizing any assault weapons because law-abiding Canadians don't own any. Ukraine was very excited to hear that this government was finally sending them some weapons of war, but they were very surprised to just receive the Cabela's Christmas catalog. Not only are these Liberals incinerating billions of dollars to go after law-abiding hunters, they're also embarrassing us by trying to send gopher hunting guns to Ukrainians risking their lives on the front lines. This is a fiasco. When will this Prime Minister make this minister resign?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Leader of the Government in the House.
Madam Speaker, I can guarantee you one thing. We will never refuse a direct request from the government of Ukraine like we had for free trade arrangements with Ukraine and have it voted against by the Conservatives. That was a pretty embarrassing moment for them. The other embarrassing moment for them always comes, Madam Speaker, when you ask them, what specific gun measures would you put in place over there? Canadians are demanding sensible restrictions on assault firearms that cause mass tragedies. We have a response to that. What is theirs?
The Honourable Member for York Durham.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In private, the minister told us the truth. In public, he said his words were misunderstood and mischaracterized. Well, let me translate for him. Quote, if I were to redo this from scratch, I would have taken a different approach. Translation, the minister doesn't believe in his plan. Quote, this is a mandate I was given just to put an end to this and move on. Translation, it's about politics, not public safety. Quote, don't ask me to explain the logic to you on this. Translation, this plan won't work. Minister, Madam Speaker, Canadians don't have confidence in this minister. How long will the Prime Minister stand behind him?
Minister of Public Safety.
Probably a good thing that member opposite is not a translator, Madam Speaker. Let me be very clear. Right now, we brought forward a pilot program in Nova Scotia to ensure that the systems we put in place as part of the compensation program works. The program will last for about 5 to 7 weeks, Madam Speaker. We will expand it nationwide across Canada, where all Canadians, all law-abiding Canadians can seek compensation for prohibited firearms, Madam Speaker. That is a very responsible way to ensure that lethal weapons are off our streets.
Honourable Member for York Durham.
Madam Speaker, I admit it is sometimes difficult to translate Liberal hypocrisy. But let me tell you what their plan has led to. A crime problem, a gun problem, a leaky border problem, and an illegal gun problem. And you know what that has led to? A Canadians don't feel safe problem. And that's the minister's #1 job, keep Canadians safe. But instead of that, and instead of hiring border officers in the RCMP, he's wasting $750 million on a program he knows won't work. It is the responsibility of every leader to accept the consequence of their actions, however heavy they may be. Will the Prime Minister do that today and fire this minister?
The Leader of the Government in the House.
Once again, Madam Speaker, we have a perfect example of the Conservatives refusing to offer up a single common-sense proposal to limit the propagation of assault rifles in our country. We refuse to accept the gun regime in the United States, where we see repeated tragedies happen in the streets. We want common sense, restrictions on the ability to possess an assault rifle. Hunters don't want them, hunters don't need them. Hunting rifles are preserved, but assault rifles...
Member for St. Albert, Sturgeon River.
Madam Speaker, the Minister of Public Safety got caught on tape admitting that the Liberals' gun buyback is a $750 million scam, all about gaining votes for the Liberals and nothing to do with public safety. The Minister even counseled his tenant to break the law and keep his now illegal firearm. Given the Minister's complete lack of confidence in his own $750 million scheme, will he do what is right and save his reputation and resign?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, in addition to the compensation program pilot that we launched this week in Nova Scotia, we have invested $1.3 billion at our borders. We brought forward Bill C-2, which is in front of the House right now, Madam Speaker, which could be passed. With the support of the opposition, we can pass it today to ensure our borders are stronger so that we can keep illegal firearms off our streets. We also will be hiring 1,000 new CBSA and RCMP officers, Madam Speaker, and we will be making criminal justice reform. It's a combination of efforts on this side of the House that will ensure the safety and security of Canadians.